Most of the time I'm correcting people if they say I'm having a bad day. It's like, no, you're actually just having a bad moment. If we're wanting to do new things, I think that potentially there is some trouble if we keep using old motivational tools. A lot of what we use in the world of motivation was born in the factory era. So it was motivational interventions designed to help people be more productive for formulaic work with predictable outcomes. The world that we're moving into though, the future of work, has so much uncertainty and it requires creativity, collaboration, the types of things that the old school motivational tools don't necessarily cater for. And so what we're needing to do is shift from payment-based motivation to something that's more purpose-based. And I think that researchers are realizing, and a lot of good employers are realizing, that fundamentally, most people want to do good work. Most people are motivated to do good work. But what we have in many contexts are all sorts of contamination. We have structures and rewards and things like that that distract from the inherent motivation within the work. The future requires that we think differently about motivation, that we bring it back to what are the opportunities inherent within the work, and how can we design the work so that people are inherently motivated to do great work. The primary thing is make progress visible. The number one breakthrough idea from the Harvard Business Review in 2010 was research asking the question, what gets employees enthusiastic about work? What they found was not what the managers realized, is what they found by researching the employees. It was a clear sense of progress. It's when when the latency between effort and meaningful feedback is reduced, people are more likely to want to put effort into things. A lot of people think, oh great, we're going to create more numbers. A lot of the really important stuff that matters in a work environment is hard to convert to numbers. This is why we need to think about what are the rituals that we have. How do we rally together so that the stuff that matters is in the spotlight? So visibility around progress and the stuff that matters is the key thing. The second thing I'd say is just think like a game designer. All games are the interplay of goals, rules, and feedback. A good game is a goal-driven, challenge-intense, and feedback-rich experience geared towards progress. Goals, rules, feedback correlate to purpose, mastery, and autonomy, and a lot of modern insights in motivation. If we can think like a game designer, it means that if something's not working, we don't think, oh wow, you need a checkup from the neck up, there's something wrong with your motivation. Instead, we get curious as to, okay, what is it about the game going on here? How can we work together to fix this? Or how can we equip people with the ability to think like a game designer, so if their motivation isn't there, they can think curiously and think, what's going on here? What can I change to make this work better? While thinking like a game designer, we need to think like a scientist as well. And that is that we need to conduct meaningful experiments. A lot of people are very scared to do new things because they're worried about failure. But really, the enemy of success is not failure, it's apathy. It's the non-doing of things. And so in science, there's no such thing as failure. There's only disproven hypotheses. So in order to fail something effectively, you need to collect the evidence. If you're not doing stuff, if you're not getting out there doing stuff, then you've got no evidence. So you're not really failing anything, you're just not doing stuff. And that's the thing to be worried about.